Hello, and welcome to Sword and Sorcery. This is Daishi speaking. Just welcoming you to my new Let's Play. I know some of you probably haven't had a chance to play this game since it was normally only playable on the iPad or on iPhone. So today, we're going to begin a Let's Play. Now, the game was recently released to Steam, by which I mean in the last few months it was released to Steam, but for the majority of its lifetime it was actually only on the iPad and the iPhone. But we are going to begin a new game today. There's a lot of music involved. There are genres of adventure. There's a genre of sort of Twitch reaction, sort of like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out involved. And I've talked about this game quite a bit on some of the forums that I'm a part of. And I'm hoping that you enjoy the sort of mashup and tribute to old games as well as really being its own unique game. Anyway, I'll shut up for now and let you enjoy Sword and Sorcery. Thank you for tuning into this Let's Play. Now you can tweet some of these messages. Actually, you can tweet every message that you receive, so I'll be doing that as we go along as well. Not all of them, but a few of them. So if you do feel like tuning into my Twitter page at any point, please feel free. Now there is a serious component to the game, but it also is self-referential. Very aware of Twitter and sort of leet speak, that sort of thing that you'll find on the internet. Which is why sometimes the language will come across as silly. But actually the game itself has quite a bit of seriousness to it.
What's up?
And obviously, when you have characters named Girl and Logfella, um, there are elements of the game that will be quite silly. Even the dog's name is just Dog. Scythia, Samaria, Assyria, and Persia. These are all kingdoms of men. Minging Tao is the kingdom of the cloud. Seems worth a tweet.
Hey. Hey.
And so begins the adventure. And here we encounter our first battle. Alright, so it's timing. Strike just when the noise kicks in. And that is what we mean when we say that it has elements of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out to it. And it is really an adventure game in the sense that you are adventuring, you are going off on a quest, on a journey. Has that sort of mythological source to it.
Huh?
And so now we begin to sort of see the dangerous element here. Sort of these flies and bats seeping out of this odd carving in the rock. Skyward Sword for all you Zelda fans. You also get snippets of conversation between you and some of the characters if you take the time to sit down with them.
You don't really have much to say either. Huh. That's cool. We can, why don't we just enjoy the quiet?
Is that all? So now we sort of for the first time see what the Scythian is after. The Megatome. Which up to now really our quest has been sort of undefined, and in fact there's quite a bit of the game and the adventure that is entirely undefined. It's very loose in terms of the plot. And yet in the end does have quite a significant impact. And in fact, like much of mythology, really, much of the details are left to the imagination. So again, referencing sort of video game pop culture, even though we're after, you know, things called the Megatome and having Mike Tyson's Punch-Out style fighting, there's also this sort of religious symbol that looks pretty much like the Triforce. That doesn't look good. Now there's not much to do here just yet, but this room will play its role before the end of the game. But as for now, I think it's obvious where we need to go. And even just the effect of the music alongside the artistry and the art direction can be quite ominous, even though it's so minimal. No, nothing about this looks bad at all, no. Well, if you can't pull it out, then you just have to cut it out. Alright, game over. Or definitely not. Good God. Just run. Just run. Yeah, regardless of how many times I play this, I'm always terrified of that shadowed thing. Oh, Logfella, good to see you.
Hey.
That doesn't look good at all. Let's just get to safety then. The music in this game is always just so perfect for whatever mood it's trying to set. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will conclude our first episode of Let's Play Sword and Sorcery EP. So, tune in again next time, and we'll find out exactly what the Megatome does, what the Deathless Spectre beneath Mingi Tao exactly is, what Mingi Tao is, if you have any curiosity about what that actually means, and get on with the next half of the adventure. Anyway, this is Daishi, signing off.